What up? Welcome back to Pokaching. I hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Black Bolt and White Flare and everything that's been going on, recently with product shortages, weird stuff happening in some stores. We're going to be covering all of that in today's video, so hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to watch more content like this, don't hesitate, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video if you do enjoy it, and drop a comment down below letting me know what you guys think about all this. What's going on with the Black Bolt and White Flare, all this kind of weird, funny business going on. Let me know what you think. So Black Bolt and White Flare coming out in July in English, and some weird stuff's already going on with the set. From stores opening up the product months in advance to product shortages, we're going to be covering everything in today's video. To start off, I thought it would make sense to talk about what the Black Bolt and White Flare sets are going to contain. What are they? Just going over the details of it. So basically, they are two sets. It's the first time that we're having duo specialty sets in English, meaning that there are going to be two sets that kind of make up one set, but you're going to have to buy them separately to get all the cards. So this set is going to be releasing on the 18th of July worldwide. So, in English, French, German, whatever other languages, basically anything other than Japanese, and maybe Chinese as well. They have their own thing going on there. But yeah, the 18th of July is the release date for this set, or for these sets, seeing as there's two. And what's going to be happening is basically we're going to be getting every single of the 156 Unova Pokemon in either a special illustration rare or illustration rare treatment, as well as Pokeball and Master Ball reverses and the regular cards in the set. So the set is going to be huge. From what I understand, it's going to be over 800 cards, so a very, very large set. A very hard one to collect every single card, and I think with all the illustration rares and special illustration rares, this set is going to be a really, really good one. So let's get into what's been going on social media. So it seems that some stores have been opening up the product really early, so whether they're selling it to customers or not, that I don't know. I don't think anyone really knows or has information on that unless there are people that are concerned or know the store in question. I'm not interested in knowing which store it is, who's been doing this, how it's really happened. I don't really want to get into any, drama or anything like that. I just kind of wanted to talk about it and cover some of my thoughts basically about this. So first of all, I think that posting cards from a set that's supposed to release in months, in what is it now? Like we're roughly, May, June, July. So yeah, 2 months away from that release. Not all the cards have been released yet in terms of, the card reveals. So we don't know what's in the set. And they've already been posting on social media that, first of all, they do have the product in their store, and they're opening it up and sending pictures on social media. I don't think that's a very smart move. I think that's a good way to get into a lot of trouble, actually. And the question is, how did they get the product so early? To me, there's been some weird stuff going on, and whenever there's money to be made, people tend to do some kind of questionable things. And I think there's been some backdooring going on here. So people have been, not backdooring in the way you might think, but yeah, people have been probably selling or stealing stuff from the Pokemon printing facilities and, handing it over or selling it on to maybe stores or other people, maybe private deals or something like that. Obviously, everything I'm saying is just my guess, but I mean, for the product to get opened and be in stores so early, I think there's something weird going on. So very, very weird. I'll try to get the picture up on screen. I am going to blur the cards, so I'm following the example. I think it is, Possum Bud. It was a Possum Bud, because there's been many content creators that have covered this topic. But I think a Possum Bud covered up the cards, which I think is a really good thing. And I'll be doing the same because I don't want people to actually see the cards. So either I'll cover it up, I don't know how to do it on video yet, or I'll just kind of put the picture with only the top part in the picture where you can't see the cards. You'll see what I mean when it pops up on screen. Anyway, guys, I think it's good to not show these cards, even if some of them have been revealed. Just don't show them. Don't be part of spoiling this. There will be reveals to come out, but when the cards are revealed, that's been validated by the Pokemon company, and that's fine. But yeah, I don't think we should be seeing the cards this early, and I don't think it's very fair. It kind of ruins it and takes away from the fun of it all. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think this product has been stolen? Do you think it's been mistakenly inserted into other product, like what happened with Destined Rivals apparently a while back when that illustration rare Kangaskhan was pulled? I don't know. Obviously, like I said, This is all guessing at this point, but there is some weird shit going on. The next topic I want to talk about is the Black Bolt and White Flare product shortages that have been announced or have been communicated by one of the biggest Pokemon Company international distributors in the USA. So I'm going to go over to Pokebeach and we're going to take a look at the article. So here we are, guys, on Pokebeach. Let's take a look at the article and read what they had to say. So the title is Black Bolt and White Flare to experience severe shortages, but the Pokemon Company International now catching up. So hopefully it's good news in the end, but it is saying that basically Black Bolt and White Flare allocations will be much less than Prismatic Evolutions, so we already had a struggle with Prismatic Evolution, so that's not too good. Most stores will receive no product, so nothing at all. And this is according to one of the Pokemon Company International's biggest US distributors. So, sorry, I said distributors instead of distributors. But yeah, that's not good news, because it means that for release it's going to be a nightmare. Means that a lot of stores are probably going to struggle because, you know, if they don't have product to sell, you know, they can't, I mean, it's going to be a struggle because they can't keep going with what's going on, you know, really high prices, not being able to get product. You know, if they can't sell anything, they can't pay their employees, they can't, you know, pay their bills, they can't keep the store open with rent or whatever it may be. Hopefully, most of the stores that are concerned with you know, not getting any of this product, they have some, you know, Magic the Gathering or other products that they can sell and still stay, you know, successful, because this is, I mean, these are tough times. So that's a real shame, but hopefully it means that things will be getting better down the line. Because the reason behind this is supposedly because the Pokemon Company have been busy reprinting items like Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolutions ETBs. So Surging Sparks booster boxes. So for those of you wanting to buy booster boxes, maybe it's worth holding off. I know there was some doubt whether or not they're going to be reprinting booster boxes or other products like bundles, collection boxes, and so on for Surging Sparks, but we are getting booster boxes and Prismatic Evolutions ETBs. So once again, Prismatic Evolutions, I don't know how low that set's going to drop, but if you're wanting to get some, maybe it's worth waiting a little while for things to cool off. Maybe over summer will be a good time to buy, because things cool off over summer usually. Obviously, we are in kind of a weird situation that we've never really seen before with Pokemon cards, but let's just hope that, you know, things are cooling off during summer. So, yep, let's see what else they have to say. So it's not as large as the original print runs, but still a sizable amount for all these Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolution reprints. And yeah, so it should be coming into stores over the coming months and will depend on distribution chains on how often the new supply will be sent to stores. So that's the information we have from Pokebeach. So yeah, there will be some 151 product as well, and some more Prismatic Evolution. Sorry if there's noise here, I have my cat that's trying to squish into a tiny box here. But yeah, so if there's some background noise, that's him. But yeah, so we will be getting more 151, which is really cool. I don't know how much we'll be getting, and more binder collections. So this will be GameStop. I don't know if it will be GameStop exclusive or if other places will be getting this product as well. I live in Europe, so I don't know if, you know, stores in Europe are going to be getting this stuff as well, because the issues are pretty similar over here. But yeah, that's it for the announcement. So sadly, some stores won't be getting any Black Bolt and White Flare on release. And, you know, I really hope that anyone that's concerned will be able to get through the kind of shit times that we're going through right now with all the trading cards, and hopefully, you know, can survive until things get back to a somewhat normal level. So I may be repeating myself here because I just switched the camera angle and came back to this camera angle. So yeah, the fact that some stores aren't getting any product could be catastrophic to them, because obviously stores need product to sell, to keep their doors open, to pay their staff, to pay rent, to pay bills, whatever it may be, to actually be successful as a business. So I'm really hoping that any of the stores that are concerned by this, that the fact that they're not going to be getting any product at all from this set, I really hope that they'll be able to get some Prismatic or Surging, because they did mention that those have been reprinted, and that's going to be trickling down gradually to stores from distribution. So I really hope that they'll be able to get some of that product to sell instead, and hopefully they're doing well with other TCGs, like Magic the Gathering seems to do pretty well with the Final Fantasy set that's going to be coming out soon. I just really wish all the best to any stores that are struggling at the moment, and I really hope that you guys can get through these kind of tough times, you know, with the Pokemon TCG and other TCGs, because Magic the Gathering is similar with Final Fantasy, I think. Not that I have much information about that, but I think it's pretty hyped and probably will be sold out and scalped kind of in a similar way. I don't know, I'm just guessing here, but yeah, that's going pretty crazy as well. So yeah, I really send all my thoughts and hope and luck to anyone that has a store and that's struggling at the moment. I really hope you get through this, and there are better times coming. Something that crossed my mind is the fact that we're getting, or that there have been shortages announced from one of the distributors, and you know, this product that's kind of like popping up in stores. Basically, I mean, my train of thought is basically that there has been some theft or some product that's been sold when it shouldn't have been, and I'm wondering if large amounts of it has been you know, sold or, you know, passed on to some private buyers or some stores, kind of under the radar. And I'm wondering if that has some effect on the fact that there are shortages. I mean, obviously you'd have to be selling a huge amount of product, and that would be kind of risky, but I think people are doing so many crazy things at the moment that it did kind of cross my mind that the shortages may be due to some employees that have decided to, you know, sell off a lot of the product when they shouldn't have. But I think they probably get caught red-handed doing that kind of thing. But who knows, man? Crazy times. Just kind of a fun, not really fun, but you know, kind of a thought that went through my mind, even if I don't think that's what happened. I just thought it was worth mentioning, just for some, you know, some fun interaction maybe in the comments down below. Do you think some of this has been stolen and that's why, you know, we're having shortages? Who knows, man, who knows? So guys, I mean, times are tough still with the Pokemon TCG for anyone that wants to enjoy the product, anyone that wants to open it up, you know, collect. Yeah, times are tough. Things aren't easy. Things will get better though, you know. Pokemon Company are on it in terms of the reprints. I'm thinking about opening too much here. I'm hoping, I just said it again, what the fuck? Let's take a break. I'm hoping that the Pokemon Company, even though the reprints are smaller than the first wave of product for Prismatic and Surging Sparks, I'm hoping that's enough to kind of fix things a little bit, and I'm sure there will be more reprints down the line. Obviously these sets are still very young sets, you know, they're only a few months old, so there is loads of time for reprints, loads of time for the market to cool down. You know, we'll see what happens, guys, but stay hopeful, stay patient. If you can't afford this stuff right now, don't worry about it. Hopefully things will get better, and if they don't, I mean, at some point, you might not get some of these sets, which I highly doubt, by the way. I really doubt that you won't be able to get these sets at a reasonable price, but if God forbid, you can't, there will be loads of other cool stuff down the line in the future Pokemon sets when nobody gives a shit about the hobby. So hopefully we get back to those times. Hopefully we get to enjoy this stuff. We can buy some, you know, kind of stock up on some cool investments maybe without, you know, struggling. And yeah, but the main thing is that the hobby needs to be, you know, maintained. People need to be able to enjoy it. Without that, there is no hobby, there is no investing, there is nothing. So it's the most important part is that people get to enjoy it, collect it, create cool memories, have some fun with their friends, play the TCG. That is the most important part of this, and we really need to get back to that, and I really hope that the Pokemon Company are able to do that. They are a multi-billion-dollar company, so hopefully, you know, they have the means to do it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, you know, about all of this, what's going on. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care. Peace out. Bye!